Welcome to the ultimate summary of Rich Dad Poor Dad, a game-changing book by Robert Kiyosaki that shatters traditional ideas about money and wealth. Ever wondered why the rich keep getting richer while others struggle? In this powerful guide, you'll discover the secrets that set the wealthy apart from the rest. It's not about earning more, it's about understanding and managing your money in ways that work for you. If you're ready to break free from the rat race and unlock financial freedom, this summary is your first step. Let's dive in. Chapter 1. The rich don't work for money. Key lesson: the poor and middle class work for money. The rich make money work for them. Expanded explanation. In this chapter, Robert talks about his two dads. Poor dad, his biological father educated, had a good job, believed in working hard for a salary. Rich dad, his friend's dad, a businessman, dropped out of school early, believed in building wealth through smart thinking. Robert sees how most people, like poor dad, work hard out of fear of not having enough money, and desire, wanting more things. So they end up stuck in a loop, go to school, get a job, earn money, spend, repeat. This is called the rat race. But Rich Dad teaches him that the goal is not just to work for money, but to understand money and make it work for you. Example: vertical bar instead of just doing jobs, the rich build assets like businesses, real estate, stocks, which make money even while they sleep. Real life meaning: don't only rely on salary. Learn how money works and start building assets early, even if small. Chapter 2. Why teach financial literacy? Key lesson: it's not how much money you make, it's how much you keep. In this chapter, Robert emphasizes the importance of financial literacy, understanding the difference between assets and liabilities. Financial literacy is not just about how much you earn, but about how well you manage the money you earn. Assets versus liabilities. Assets are things that put money in your pocket, like investments, real estate, or businesses that generate income. Liabilities are things that take money out of your pocket, like a car loan, credit card debt, or even a home mortgage that costs more in maintenance than it brings in. The mistake people make: many people, especially in the poor and middle classes, mistakenly view things like houses and cars as assets. They don't realize these are liabilities because they cost money rather than generating it. Example: a person buys a house and sees it as an asset. But if the house requires a mortgage payment, property tax, and upkeep, it's actually draining money rather than making it. Real life meaning: the rich focus on acquiring income-generating assets and minimizing liabilities. If you focus on buying assets, you can create wealth over time. Chapter 3. Mind your own business. Key lesson: build and manage your own asset column. Expanded explanation. This chapter is about the importance of starting your own business or investing in assets. Most people spend their lives working to make others rich, yet fail to focus on building their own wealth. Focus on building your own asset column. Robert's rich dad advises him to spend his energy building assets instead of just working for a paycheck. This includes focusing on your own business, investments, and intellectual property. Learning and growing vertical bar instead of working just for the paycheck. Learn to grow your financial knowledge. Keep building your own asset column. Things that generate money. Example: the rich focus on things like real estate or stocks, things that appreciate and bring in money even when you're not working. Real life meaning: vertical bar instead of working hard only to make someone else rich. Work to make yourself richer. Build your assets over time and focus on long-term financial freedom. Chapter 4. The history of taxes and the power of corporations. Key lesson: the rich use corporations to legally reduce taxes and protect assets. Expanded explanation. In this chapter, Robert discusses how taxes work and how the rich take advantage of corporations to minimize their tax burden. Employees are taxed first. Employees work hard to earn money, but taxes are taken out before they even get their paycheck. They are taxed on their income. Corporations are taxed last. On the other hand, corporations can spend money before being taxed. This allows them to deduct business expenses and reduce taxable income. This system benefits the rich, who use corporations to shield their wealth. Example, the rich set up businesses, corporations, so they can deduct expenses like travel, education, and equipment. This way, they end up paying less in taxes. Real life meaning, learning how to use corporations and tax strategies can be a major wealth building tool. The wealthy don't just earn money, they understand how the system works and use it to their advantage. Chapter 5, The Rich Invent Money. Key lesson, the rich create opportunities using financial education. Expanded explanation, in this chapter, Robert talks about how the rich don't wait for opportunities, they create them. Financial education allows you to turn ideas into opportunities and challenges into profits. Creating opportunities, the rich use their financial intelligence to spot problems and create solutions. They don't wait for things to happen. They make things happen by being proactive and looking for ways to create wealth. Financial intelligence, understanding money, investing, and business, gives you an advantage. By learning about finance, you can turn small opportunities into big profits. Example, when the economy takes a downturn, many people panic, but the rich look for opportunities to buy undervalued assets like real estate or stocks, which they can later sell for a profit. Real life meaning, the more financially educated you are, the more opportunities you'll be able to create for yourself. Financial education allows you to turn problems into profits. Chapter 6, Work to Learn, Don't Work for Money. Key lesson, develop skills, not just income. Expanded explanation, in this chapter, Robert talks about how you should focus on learning important skills that will help you create wealth rather than simply working for a paycheck. Work to learn, not just for money. Don't just focus on earning money. Focus on learning skills that will benefit you in the long term. Skills like marketing, sales, investing, and communication are essential for success. Developing financial education, the more skills you have, the more valuable you become. By learning, you build the foundation for future wealth. Example, vertical bar, instead of focusing on getting a high-paying job, focus on learning about business management or investing. These skills will serve you much better in the long run. Real life meaning, learning skills is more important than just earning money. If you focus on developing knowledge and experience, wealth will follow. Chapter 7, Overcoming Obstacles. Key lesson, fear, laziness, bad habits, and arrogance stop people from succeeding. Expanded explanation, in this chapter, Robert explores the internal obstacles that prevent people from achieving financial success. These obstacles are psychological, not external, and overcoming them is the key to wealth building. Fear, one of the biggest barriers to financial success is fear, fear of losing money, fear of failing, and fear of uncertainty. This fear often prevents people from taking risks or trying new things that could lead to greater financial growth. Laziness, many people lack the motivation to improve their financial situation. They get comfortable in their jobs and don't push themselves to seek out new opportunities. Bad habits, bad financial habits like overspending or avoiding budgeting can also derail your financial progress. Breaking these habits is essential for long-term success. Arrogance, overconfidence can be just as damaging. If you think you know everything and stop learning, you'll miss out on opportunities for growth. Example, many people hesitate to invest in stocks or real estate because they're afraid of losing money. But by learning about the risks and gaining experience, they can overcome this fear and become successful investors. Real life meaning, the key to success is overcoming your own mental blocks. Fear, laziness, bad habits, and arrogance hold you back. The more you confront these obstacles, the closer you get to financial freedom. Chapter 8, Getting Started. Key lesson, take action with purpose. Start small and keep going. Expanded explanation, this chapter emphasizes that the first step to building wealth is to take action, but you need to take purposeful, focused action. It's not about making huge moves right away, it's about starting small and continuing to grow. Start small. Robert advises not to wait until you have all the knowledge or resources to begin. Start small, whether it's by investing in stocks, starting a side business, or buying a small property. 6 steps to get started. Point 1. Find a strong reason to succeed. Your why will keep you motivated. Point 2. Feed your mind with knowledge. Always be learning about finances, investing, and business. Point 3. Choose supportive friends who encourage you to pursue your goals. Point 4. Learn before you earn. Education is key before diving into investments. Point 5. Give generously. Sharing wealth creates positive energy and opportunities. Point 6. Act consistently. Small steps every day lead to big results over time. Consistency. Don't expect instant results. Wealth building is a long-term game. Focus on consistent actions that build momentum over time. Example, starting small could mean investing in a mutual fund or learning to buy stocks rather than jumping straight into risky investments. Gradually, you can increase your investments as you gain more knowledge and confidence. Real life meaning, the journey to wealth starts with small, purposeful steps. Consistency and learning along the way will eventually lead to big results. Chapter 9, Still Want More? Here are some to-dos. Key lesson, apply what you've learned every day. Expanded explanation, in the final chapter, Robert challenges readers to take consistent action to achieve financial success. It's not enough to just learn about finances, you need to apply the principles you've learned in real life. Take action. The most important thing is to take action. Attend seminars, read books, and practice what you've learned. The more you implement financial principles, the more you'll understand how to create wealth. Daily habits. Real success comes from small, daily habits that add up over time. Whether it's saving, investing, or learning new skills, consistency is the key to growth. Think big. As you gain more knowledge and experience, start thinking bigger. Don't be afraid to take risks and aim for larger financial goals. Stay persistent. Persistence is crucial. The road to financial success isn't easy, and you'll face challenges. But if you keep learning, keep taking action, and keep moving forward, you'll get there. Example, someone who wants to be wealthy might spend an hour a day learning about investing, finding new income opportunities, or improving their skills. Over time, these small daily actions will build into significant wealth. Real life meaning, the secret to success is in the small, consistent actions you take every day. Stay persistent, keep applying your knowledge, and success will follow. There you have it. The timeless lessons from Rich Dad Poor Dad laid out in a way that you can apply to your life today. The journey to financial freedom doesn't happen overnight, but with financial education, smart investments, and the right mindset, you can start building wealth. Remember, it's not about how much money you make, but how much you keep and how you make it work for you. Stay committed to learning and growing. The power to change your financial future is in your hands. Keep pushing forward and stay focused on your goals. Here's to your financial success.